sort of changed my understanding of what was going on with the ocean was reading an article in the New Yorker by Elizabeth Colbert called The Darkening Sea. And it was about the effects on global warming on our ocean. So as a filmmaker, I co-produced a film with Barbara Ettinger and her husband Sven Huseby, and followed the science of that article. And I realized we had to do something, that all the science is, and the scientists are saying, we need to reverse the tide of ocean destruction. I wanted to really open the audience to this issue, and I made Mission of Mermaids, which is a 15-minute call to action, poetic plea to help save our oceans.
Somewhere.
How were you able to sort of apply the same principles within the movie to the actual shooting?
Well, that's a great question. I really wanted to use as little live shooting as possible, it to be a carbon neutral film, which means I was on the internet a lot. I did a lot of looking at YouTube videos. I worked closely and in association with Oceana, which I'm on the board of Oceana, and they had access to fabulous footage. So a lot of it was borrowed, it was licensed. So the idea, I only did a day and a half of shooting out in the Hamptons, and I took the bus out. I tried to make it so that there's hundreds of thousands of hours of tape of film that exists on the ocean and underwater life. So why do I need to actually do that? So it's in the principle of reusing what already exists. We all love the mystery of the sea, so I wanted to really embody that mystery and also use that sort of the allegorical tale of the mermaid, and then combine facts so that people could really get excited about it, but not scientists. Mix science and stories and statistics and myth. That if we can give ourselves time to rest, which is really the essential myth of the mermaid, that the man falls in love with the mermaid, she loses her tail, gains her legs, they have a family, and she says, all I want is one day to myself where I can reclaim that sacred space and you know, take a bath or be in the ocean, whatever however you want to look at it. It really is sort of that archetypal idea of sacred time. And he gets jealous, spies on her, and their love is lost forever. So I say, just like the mermaid needs that sacred time, so does the ocean. So if we take time to rest, we will rejuvenate and be able to give back. If the ocean takes time to rest, it will rebound. You can invest in, you know, a beautiful chain. You can see here. We have a shorter chain. You can link it twice. You can make it so that this dangles down. You can put this in the back so that you add an element to like a dress, so that you've got some architecture.
Somewhere beyond the sea, somewhere waiting for me, my lover stands on golden sand.
This is one product that we have, and it's a stainless steel straw, and the signage says, to protect what is precious, which is my tagline. And you can put this in your bag, you can give it to, you know, your kids or your nieces or your friends.
Easy enough to just put in your bag.
You put it in your bag, it's stainless steel, you can pop it, you know, wash it easily. But the idea is that you can use this as a teachable moment. So I'll go to restaurants with my kids and I'll take this out and I'll talk to people about the fact that you use a straw for 15 minutes, an hour, it ends up in the waste stream, it ends up in the Pacific garbage shire, potentially, and one thing we can do is to just refuse single-use plastic.